Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to welcome you to the 2024 JV and Varsity Fall Awards program. This morning, you will hear from some amazing people about your fellow student athletes and the great fall season that we had as a school. I will not take any thunder away from our coaches, but ask you to give them all a round of applause to all of our coaches, faculty and staff, students, and athletic staff for all the hard work, hours, and dedication they put into their programs. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome our head cross country coach, Ed Dickinson, to the podium.
Good morning. I'm proud to spend a moment talking about our cross-country team and our 2024 season. I would certainly like to congratulate all of the other fall coaches on their accomplished seasons this fall. It is always inspiring to be surrounded by so many quality programs and coaches. I would certainly like to thank all the people who helped support our cross-country program from day one, including Tracy Schaefer, Coach Pollock, Mrs. Williams, our trainer Holly Marshall, and our AD Jeremy Eubank. I would also like to thank my assistant coaches, Lauren Horner and Jeff Britton, who put in so much time and energy in support of our runners. I would also like to offer my heartfelt thanks to all of the team parents who were always ready to help at every turn during the season. And I would like to thank my wife for leading spin workouts, for helping at home meets, and for everything else under the sun. At the end of our 2023 cross-country season, we're not completely sure what type of season we would have this year. We graduated 3 important members of our boys team, and our upper school girls team only looked to have 2 returning runners. However, we knew we had a fantastic group of developing middle school runners and an experienced and very dedicated group of returning varsity runners. Our aspirations were certainly manifest among our team members, but we knew we had to be focused on consistent improvement. Fortunately, during the summer, we added Spencer Britton and Caitlin Perkins to the team, 2 experienced runners who had already run fast times in the past and who had brought tremendous dedication to our daily practices. We had, in fact, a fantastic 2 months of summer training with some of the best numbers we had ever had during June and July. And then at the beginning of the season, we had very strong results at both the Bengal Clash at the River, a name I love, and the Knights Crossing Invitational. And this really set a positive tone for the rest of our season. We knew our boys team had the potential to possibly repeat our success from last year, and we knew our girls team was showing fantastic fitness, but was also flying a little under the radar. However, as the season progressed, we saw that teams like Trinity Christian and the Covenant School were going to offer us a huge challenge, as both of these schools were fielding 2 of the best teams they'd ever produced. We made the choice to keep our wonderful 8th grade runners racing in the shorter 4K middle school courses to continue working on their speed and their confidence instead of trying to enter them into a full slate of varsity races. After a strong performance at the Virginia Showcase Invitational in Richmond and several hard practices on the conference championship course, we felt like we were ready for the Blue Ridge Conference Showdown. Our boys ran a hard-fought race to finish in 2nd place, just 4 points behind the Covenant School, who would go on to win the Vista State Championship. Our girls, however, dominated from start to finish, with 6 of our girls finishing in the top 8, sweeping the conference championship with Kerrigan Cheney taking the win by over 1 minute and 40 seconds. A week later at the Vista Championship, our boys again ran a very spirited race to take 3rd place behind the Covenant School and Trinity Christian, with Spencer Britton taking a brilliant 2nd place overall and Finn Cheney in 10th. And then the girls took the line. We knew the race would be close, and it was. Kerrigan ran out front to win her 3rd individual Vista championship, but the race for the team title was too close to call at any point. Kerrigan, Caitlin Perkins, and Lillian Phillips all finished in the top 17, so we were well placed. But in the last mile, Olivia Ball and Lizzie Carter were just able to find that something extra to pull us ahead of Trinity Christian and Cape Henry Collegiate to allow us to take our first ever girls state championship. It was a Thank you. It was a team effort every step of the way, and one of those moments as a coach that renders you proud beyond words. We will miss our seniors greatly: Kerrigan Cheney, Josh Meow, Harry Anderson, and Jacob Johnson. Please know you will always be part of our cross-country family, and we appreciate everything that you've brought to our program over the years. Team, please come forward.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so in this auditorium, we're going to have all the teams come down this aisle. You'll pick up your award and keep processing across the stage, and just go back to your seats because we got a lot going on up here. Okay, we're going to start alphabetical order with the youngest, boys. All right, our 8th grader boys. First up, Gray Cullen. Evan Duncan. Aiden By. Justice Horner, all conference and all state. Caleb Meow. Peter Anderson. Spencer Breton, all conference and all state. Finn Cheney, all conference, all state. Harry Anderson, captain. Jacob Johnson, captain. Josh Meow, captain and all conference. Now representing our girls team, Madison Ball, all conference. Oh yeah, y'all keep going. Yeah, keep going. Back to your seats, yeah, sorry. We're not going to be able to fit everybody up here with all the awards. Olivia Ball, all conference. Lizzie Carter, all conference. Lillian Phillips, all conference and all state. Caitlin Perkins, all conference, all state. Ainsley Miles, all conference. And Kerrigan Cheney, conference and state champion. I would love to have everybody stay on stage, but the teams are going to get larger. All right, Coach Dickinson.
The coach's award for the boys team goes to a young man who joined our team as a senior, which is unusual, to help build his fitness for the upcoming track season. And he threw his heart into the program from day one. He is as committed an individual as I've ever coached. He was always one of the first runners to arrive for practices and the last to leave. And if there was a job that needed to be done, he was going to see that it was done the right way. He pushed himself to be at a level to help the team, and at the end of the season, at the VISA Championship, he put in a breakthrough performance to help our team finish among the top schools. He is a poised leader, and it is with great pride that I present this year's Coach's Award to Jacob Johnson. The MVP for the boys team goes to a young man who held exceptionally high expectations for himself and backed up his goals with a tremendous work ethic. As a quick snapshot of his season, he was second at Knights Crossing in a field of 220 runners, first at the Virginia Showcase, first at the Metro Invitational, second at the state championships, and first in the sophomore race at Foot Locker. He has an infectious level of energy, and even during the hardest interval workouts, he was upbeat and positive. He reset our school record 5 times during the season, running a 16:03 5K time as his final new personal record. I am delighted to present this year's MVP award to Spencer Britton. Great job. I'm so proud. So proud. The Coaches Award for the girls team goes to another new runner on our team who established herself as a talent of the future. She started the season finishing second overall in the Salem 10K, and then went on to finish first in the Blue Ridge Invitational, third in the Conference Championship, and seventh in the State Championship. She excels at longer runs and never shies away from a hard practice. She is a friend to everyone. And when she wasn't actually racing, she would always be cheering on her middle school and varsity teammates from the sidelines. Her joy for the sport of running and for life itself added so much to our season. The 2024 Coaches Award goes to Caitlin Perkins. The Girls MVP Award is perhaps no surprise, and it's certainly an emotional moment for me to present this award to one of our senior captains. When Kerrigan Cheney started as a sixth grader, our outdoor track team was still in its infancy. We had not yet even started our indoor team. To just scratch her list of achievements, she's won the Knights Crossing Invitational 3 times, the Metro Invitational 3 times, setting a new course record on the Blacksburg High School course. She's won the Vista State Championship 3 times, and last weekend she finished 5th at the Foot Locker South Regional in a race that included the best runners from 14 of the southern states, from Texas to Virginia. This result qualifies her for an all-expense-paid trip to the National Championships in San Diego, California on December 14th. Just 40 young men and 40 young women from across the nation qualify for this race each year. And the list of athletes who have raced at the Foot Locker National Championships is like a who's who of the top American distance runners for the past 40 years. Despite all of this, she remains modest, grounded, focused on the steps that will take her to the next level, and a kind, vocal supporter of all of her teammates. It is an honor for me to present this year's MVP award to Kerrigan Cheney.
Yay, cross country. All right, next up is going to be girls JV volleyball. And to speak on behalf of Coach Ashley Avila is going to be Coach Gaston. Thank you. Oh, Coach Riley's going to speak. Okay, thanks.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach Riley. Coach Avila couldn't be here this morning, so I'm going to read her remarks for her. Today we gather to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our JV volleyball team, recognizing the dedication, hard work, and talent that brought us to this very moment. As we recognize the team and their achievements, I want to first take a moment to thank the parents for their commitment and support throughout the season. It sort of goes without saying that without you guys, our progress and achievement would not be possible. I'd like to say a very special thank you to Mr. Eubank, Coach Gaston for their ongoing leadership and guidance throughout the season. You always had a solution to any question or concern I had along the way. And thank you to our assistant coaches, Coaches Thompson, Hedrick, and Riley. Looking back on our season, there are so many moments to be celebrated and so many challenges that were overcome with this incredible group of girls. From the first day of the season, together we spent countless hours learning about hard work and perseverance, drilling foundational volleyball skills, and learning how to condition ourselves as better overall athletes. Our overall record was 9 wins and 11 losses, which more than doubled our wins from last year. The peak of our season came about halfway through the season when we beat Roanoke Catholic in their own gym in 3 sets. That moment defined us as a team, and shortly thereafter we competed at the Timberlake JV Invitational Volleyball Tournament. And while we didn't walk away with a medal, we competed very hard in the toughest bracket and took the most points away from top teams at the tournament. Most importantly, that tournament was the most fun we had together as a team. The girls started to find that team cohesion that we had been searching for, and we finished our season going into the conference playoffs in third place, a very big jump from years past. To my captains, Allie Landry and Savannah Ratliff, thank you for your leadership and dedication to keeping the team together until the end. I would also like to give a special acknowledgement to two varsity players, Faith Johnson and Margaret Bass, for their willingness to jump in and fill some of the gaps that helped us create a strong foundation as a team. Playing 2 games back-to-back is not an easy task, but these 2 athletes really led by example with grace and dedication. Again, we want to thank the players, parents, coaches, and staff who helped make this season a success. To each of my players, I hope that each of you will continue to challenge yourselves at home, in the gym, or in the off-season in travel ball and your preparation for next year. The off-season is a great time to grow yourselves individually until we meet as a team again. So go Raiders, and congrats on a great season.
All right, so we're going to come up and get your rewards and just go off the stage after because we're going to start having too many people up here. All right, we're going to start with Virginia Bass. Piper Malik. Olivia Stidell. Margaret Bass. Mia Esposito. Faith Johnson. Monica Munoz. Shri Patel. Maria Abishaw. Nola Daninger. Savannah Ratliff, captain. Victoria Revoluta. And Abby Landry, captain. Congratulations, ladies.
Good morning. All right. I'm Emily Gaston. I'm the head volleyball coach here for Varsity. I want to start with thanking everyone who made this season successful. Mr. Eubank, Mr. Pollock, Mrs. Schaefer, my great coaching staff, Holly Marshall, the CAC staff, our supportive families, managers, and countless others. We had a smaller team this year, which allowed for more reps and more feedback. The girls put in a lot of work during the off-season, which led to a lot of success and increased confidence when the season started. Huge skill gains were made both individually and as a team, and the team grew closer throughout the season. The girls enjoyed their first overnight trip together when the team traveled to Richmond for 2 matches and got to go to the Cheesecake Factory, a favorite memory by all. We also enjoyed traveling with and supporting our fellow female Raiders when we traveled to Foxcroft with the field hockey and tennis teams. We ended up finishing the season 16-9 overall, which is the program's first time with a winning record since 2017. With a few new additions to the team, we were able to play a quicker, more strategic game at a higher level. Not only did we beat several teams that we lost to last year, but we swept them in 3 sets. This included big wins against conference opponents like Miller, Eastern Mennonite, and VES, and non-conference opponents Westover Christian and Grace Christian. After several seasons of losing in the quarterfinals, we finally made it through to the semifinals of conference playoffs and were also right on the edge of making state playoffs, even after moving up a division this year. This was also our first season hosting 11 other teams for the inaugural Donna Satterwhite Invitational Tournament, in which we came in second in the silver division. These successes are a testament to the hard work, dedication, and passion that each player and coach brought to our team, both in season and during the off-season. It has been a pleasure to watch this group of girls grow together, learn from each other, inspire each other, and commit to bettering themselves both individually as a team. Thank you, girls, for trusting the process and for committing to our program. The progress that you are making is remarkable, and every year it gets better and better. Congratulations on a great season.
All right, that's correct. Varsity volleyball just kind of hang out in the aisle there. Okay, first up, Olivia Steidel. Margaret Bass. Faith Johnson, second team all conference. Shri Patel. Remy Lewis. Mialitza Angelkovich, second team all conference. Maggie Bibby. Peyton Greer, first team all conference. Scout Capes, captain, first team all conference and second team all state. Julia Corliss, captain and second team all conference. Victoria Yarkova. Indira Weed. We also want to recognize their managers, Mason Bibby, and Emily Wen, and senior manager Mallory Kern.
All right. This year's Coaches Award goes to a young woman who truly loves the game of volleyball. Her passion was evident to others as she hustled after every ball during games, often diving to make impressive defensive saves. Her passion was also evident in less obvious ways, such as when she brainstormed ways to bring our team closer together and implemented those changes in practice. This player is known for spending countless hours watching and rewatching film so that she can make improvements to her game and make recommendations that would better the team overall. She asked great questions during practice and was a coachable player. This player was a natural leader who shared her volleyball knowledge with the younger girls on the team and built strong relationships with her teammates and coaches. She earned the respect of her peers and was named one of our team captains. During her time at Northcross, this player proved her versatility and strong skill set by playing almost every single position on the court. She's a selfless player who is willing to do what's best for the team without complaint, which is rare. She will be greatly missed next season. This year's Coaches Award goes to Julia Corliss. This year's Most Valuable Player Award goes to a player who has always led by example and who really started to find her voice as a leader this year. Her positive attitude never wavered, whether we were winning or losing, and she was always encouraging her teammates. She is a natural role model for our younger players and also acted with integrity throughout the season. Determined to make the most of every opportunity and never satisfied with anything other than her best, she actively sought out feedback from her coaches and applied that feedback to make positive changes both during practices and games. She put in countless hours of training both in and out of season and continues to do so. This player is humble in her words, but a competitive player on the court. Her consistency and high skill level made her a key player for our team, and she led us offensively in kills and hitting efficiency. Not only was she a star on the front row, but she held the highest serve-receive ranking on the team and was also one of our strongest defensive players. She accomplished so much this season. She was named team captain. She was recognized by Huddle twice for having one of the top 5 kills in Virginia. She was named Northcross Player of the Game 6 times this season. She hit 2 impressive career milestones of 500 kills and 500 digs. She was also selected as first team All-Conference and second team All-State and was named to the AVCA Phenom Watch List, which is a national recognition. She is also the North Cross Max Preps Player of the Year. This year's most valuable player is Scout Capus. Thank you.
Congratulations, volleyball. All right, next up to talk about girls varsity tennis, Coach Ryan Schlachter.
First, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to our assistant coach, Tracy Schaefer, for her tireless dedication, guidance, and unwavering support. Her passion for sports and commitment to all North Cross teams have been vital to all of their successes. Come on up. A big thank you also goes out to Holly Marshall, Coach Pollock, Mr. Eubank, and the faculty and staff who work together to ensure our student athletes are supported both on and off the field. To the parents and fans, your unwavering support means the world to us. Your presence at our games, your cheers, and your encouragement have lifted our spirits and driven us to give our best. Thank you. Our season began with its fair share of challenges as we started off 2-4 against some tough competition. At the time, it felt like we were facing an uphill battle, but with each game, we found ways to grow stronger, learn from our setbacks, and refine our skills. Every loss became an opportunity to improve, and every small success fueled our determination to keep pushing forward. The real turning point came late in the season when we went on an impressive run, winning 4 out of 5 matches against tough conference opponents. These victories weren't just the result of individual talent, they were a testament to the power of our teamwork, trust, and the belief we had in one another. And let's not forget what really kept us going, the shared motivation of post-game Chick-fil-A and crumble cookies. One of the biggest surprises came when we qualified for the state playoffs, something we hadn't initially expected this year. It was a huge achievement that reflected all of the hard work and growth we had experienced along the way. While the outcome of that 10-hour bus ride was not what we hoped for, the season was still filled with hard work, growth, and the girls' favorite, hill runs. Ladies, as we look back on the season, I encourage you to use the lessons and experiences you've gained to ignite your determination and inspire even greater achievements next year. Thank you.
All right, ladies, you may stand up. We'll start off with Sophie Dalton. Nikitha Sherigar, All-Conference Honorable Mention. Elizabeth Jackson, All-Conference Honorable Mention. Akali Koida, All-Conference Honorable Mention. Garima Patel. Alexandra Stone. Anna Chikosi, Captain, Second Team All-Conference. Maddie Dalton. Lily Deering. Catherine Ferguson. Suvi Hansen. Aditri Pandy. Mia Retta. Isabel Snyder. Veronica Weston. And Lauren Boone, Captain. Congratulations, ladies.
Okay. The Coaches Award should recognize an individual who exemplifies dedication, hard work, and a positive attitude, often going above and beyond expectations. They may not always be in the spotlight, but their contributions to the team's success are invaluable. A passionate milkshake enthusiast and an unstoppable force on the court, this year's Coaches Award goes to Akali Koeda. The Most Valuable Player Award recognizes someone who consistently goes above and beyond, showcasing exceptional skills, leadership, and a positive influence on the team's success. A true MVP not only inspires their teammates, but also energizes the crowd. While this honor isn't always reserved for the team's top player, this year it undoubtedly is. Congratulations to this year's MVP, Anna Chikozy.
All right, congratulations, girls tennis. And next up, if I can get my page, to talk about the varsity field hockey program, Coach Andrea Carter.
Good morning. I'm delighted to talk to you today about the successful season that the North Cross field hockey team had this year, but I would like to send some thank yous to Mr. Eubank for his leadership and his dedication, too, for helping us get the schedule that we really needed in order to play at a level that we hope to play this year. To Coach Pollock and the ground staff for keeping the field for Willis just perfectly lined all the time. It was in great shape. We're very fortunate to have such a wonderful field. Ms. Schaefer for organizing all things behind the scenes. I'm sure she pulled her hair out a few times when we had 3 solid weeks of rain and trying to coordinate gym time, but we really do appreciate it. And to the parents, not only for just bringing snacks and Gatorades and manning the clock, but for your support for your daughters throughout the season on the sidelines. It truly, truly means so much. And finally, the coaching staff. It really does take a team to help coach a team, and I'm so very grateful for the expertise of both Miss Dabney, Miss Shachopsky, Lisa Breer-Phillips, as well as Julia Brown. It really was a true team effort. They have a passion for the sport and truly care and are vested in the success of each member of this team. This season, by the books, was a great one. We had a 10-7 record. We went to the BRAC Championship for the 2nd year in a row, and we earned our first trip to the Vista State Tournament since 2016. Our stingy defense allowed just 1.2 goals per game. Our skilled offense averaged 3.2 goals per game. 7 players on this team recorded defensive saves. 9 players on this team recorded assists. And 9 players on this team scored goals. 7 players, which is almost 50% of our 16 deep roster, had stats in 2 or more of those categories. And my favorite stat of all is that each member of the team, all 16, recorded a statistic in one of those 3 categories of defensive save, assist, or goal. This just shows that it is a true team effort and that every single member of this team mattered and contributed to the success this season. At the beginning of this season, this team set a goal. Those statistics are great, but it was more than just what we did with the skill on the field. We set a goal to go to the state tournament. And the great thing about this team is that they were willing to put in the work to make that goal happen. It takes more than crafty shooting, solid defense, and consistent fundamentals to win games, although that helps. It takes discipline, focus, trust in your own abilities as well as those of your teammates, and the capacity to be comfortable handling pressure and discomfort. This team did that so very well. This team set that goal of making it to states, and then they forgot it, focusing instead on the process. They learned to not let physical play or inconsistent officiating or frustrations get to them. Instead, they learned to let it roll off their back, focusing on what they could control. And they were tough. Game in and game out, they were tough. They rose to the occasion time and time again. 2 highlights of this season. One would be we traveled to Middleburg to play Foxcroft, the number 4 team in the state, and beat them convincingly by a score of 2-0. Our opponent at the end of the game just stood there stunned. And I just stood there watching in awe of what these girls did. They played lights out and showed that Raider field hockey was here in the States. And finally, the second highlight of the season, which I think the girls said too, and we talked about it after the game, wasn't a win. It was a loss to Covenant, a perennial powerhouse in field hockey in the state. But they took them 1-0, the number 3 team in the state, only losing by 1 goal. And as they walked off the field at the end of that game, they said, "We belong. We can do this. We can beat that team." That confidence that they gained from that was invaluable. And girls, you belong. You're an awesome, amazing team. I am so incredibly proud of you. Well done. You crushed this season. Way to go.
All right, field hockey. So if y'all just want to kind of move out and end up in that aisle, that'd be great. We're going to start with the youngest, remember? All right, Kat Ellett. Samantha Belderas. Natalie Bracera. Julia Cephas, first team all conference. Penelope Lampros, first team all conference. Charlotte Marilla. Sophia Camp, all conference honorable mention. Bridget Finch. Mercedes Herrera Arias. And she's first team all conference. Savannah Brooks, captain. Millie Chopsky, captain, first team all conference, and second team all state. Winnie Ferguson. Eliza Vogel. Emma Vada, captain. Mackenzie Gibbs. And Catherine Hancock.
The recipient of the Coaches Award this year could be described as someone who is quiet, consistent, and conditioned. This young woman played defensive midfield for us, and she was involved on plays on both sides of the ball throughout most of the game. She had assists offensively, saves defensively, and always knew the right angles where to be to help support her teammates. She had great vision on the field, always thinking to pass as a selfless player. She was also fearless as a defender. She was our rusher as a defensive corner player, and let me tell you, she did it no matter what. Playing a junior Olympian player with a really wicked shot, she was there and she blocked it. Anytime anyone gave her pressure in the circle, she was always there, and we could always count on her to say, hey, we need you to mark this player, and she would effectively shut them down every single game. For her consistent play, for her strong work ethic, and great cheerful attitude, I'd like to say that Sophia Camp is our Coaches Award winner. Our MVP this year has quite the record of statistics. 12 goals, 9 assists, with a total of 35 points for the season. She was on the first team all-conference as well as second team all-state. But these statistics don't just reflect skill, they reflect hard work. This player was always lifting people up by her hard work. She expected a lot from herself as well as her teammates. She would say, hey, can we hit before practice? Can we hit after practice? Hey, I really need to work on my corner shot. Can we hit on the weekends? This dedication to improvement, this dedication and just willingness to put in the work is why Millie Chopsky is our MVP.
All right, thank you, field hockey. Okay, so next up, for the sake of time, we're going to combine the boys JV soccer program and the boys varsity program into one speech. So now I look forward to inviting Coach James Brown to the podium to talk about the boys soccer season.
As we reflect on the end of an incredible soccer season, we have so much to celebrate and be proud of. Finishing with an outstanding 18-3 record, this team showed resilience, skill, and heart every step of the way. Going 9-0 at home is no small feat, and the memories we created there will last a lifetime. From winning the inaugural Richard and Nancy Cook tournament to the unforgettable comeback against Eastern Mennonite in the conference semifinals, when we pulled off the impossible by tying the match with little to no time left on the clock to force overtime, and then winning the game in the same situation in the second overtime. The state quarterfinal match against Trinity Christian was another home highlight, where we scored 3 of the finest goals you'll ever see at the high school level. Those goals are a testament to the talent and teamwork of this group. Cook Field was definitely a stage for extraordinary moments, which means a lot to us, especially this year. This team found itself in every possible situation throughout the season, and time again, they rose to the challenge, finding ways to win. In the BRAC Conference Championship against Blue Ridge, we jumped to an early 3-0 lead, only to find ourselves in a fight after conceding 2 goals before halftime. But with grit and determination, we held firm in the second half, securing a hard-fought 3-2 victory and reclaiming the BRAC title. While the state semifinals did not end the way we had hoped, with a tying goal just out of reach in the second half, there is still much to be proud of. This team's effort, passion, and togetherness was there to the final whistle. As a coaching staff, we could not ask for anything more from a group, and we're so proud of the effort we gave that night. Before we close, I want to take a moment and express my deepest gratitude to those who helped make our season so successful. First, to my assistant, Ezra Zagari, thank you for your countless hours you dedicate not only to working with our players on the field, but also scouting and strategizing behind the scenes. Your efforts have been instrumental in giving us the opportunities to be successful, and your commitment to the program does not go unnoticed. To Drew Benny, who joined our staff this year, your contributions have been a fantastic addition, and we are grateful for your energy and insight. To Coach Eubank, thank you for training our goalkeepers and for handling the many details involved in our travels. Your support ensures everything runs smoothly, and your dedication is greatly appreciated. To Chris Pollock and Tracy Schaefer, thank you for the behind-the-scenes work that so often go unnoticed, but is absolutely vital to the success of our program. To our parents, thank you for your unwavering support throughout the year, on the sidelines, and in all the ways that you have helped the team thrive. Your encouragement means the world to us. Our seniors, thank you for everything you have given to this program. Your incredible four-year record of 70, 10, and 6, 3 conference championships, 4 state Final Fours, 2 state championship appearances, and 1 state title is nothing short of extraordinary. You have left an incredible legacy. Your leadership, commitment, and excellence will be deeply missed. And finally, to each and every player, thank you for your dedication, for giving your all to this team. You have created memories, inspired those around you, and set a high standard for the future teams to follow. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, stand up. We got a bunch of you. We'll start with the 9th graders. All right, here we go. Cole Basile. Parker Britton. Luke Kokowicz. Micah Evans. Nael Ferran. Charlie Jackson. Duck Lee. Kemper Prilliman. Jaimin Speller. Hugh Went. Mac Bird. Clay Cook. Carter Daubman. William Hendrickson. Cole Hoff. Joaquin Lamas. Victor Lotz. Carter Levon. Alex Wynn. Harper Patterson. Amir Albasha. Brandon Carey. Carter Krzyminski. Oliver Lacey. Sam Schaefer. Charlie Zhao. Bob Alejandro Hernandez. Captain, first team all conference, first team all state. Hunter Basile, captain, first team all conference, first team all state, Mid-Atlantic all region. Tyler Bloomfield. Dean Coate. Mario Miskowitz Jimenez. Carmen Petkoff. Jason Fahn. Leighton's not here, but Leighton Sturm, all conference honorable mention. And Cesar Suarez Suenta, second team, all conference. Congratulations, gentlemen.
This young man, on and off the field, exemplified great leadership. He was one of the ones that we asked to do a lot between playing JV and varsity. This year's JV most valuable player is Sam Schaefer.
Before I get to my coach's award and MVP, I want to invite Cole Huff up. Cole was the winner of our annual penalty kick competition, which has been happening for close to 40 years, and he wins the $1 bill signed from Coach Cook. Well done. Our coach's award goes to a player who truly understands what it means to be a teammate, a player who embodies selflessness, dedication, and leadership. Our recipient is someone who leads not just in words, but with actions. Whether it's helping his younger teammates pick up cones, putting away goals, or encouraging everyone to just push a little bit harder, this player consistently puts the needs of the team above his own. At every practice and in every game, he gave 100%. We thank him for his dedication, his work ethic, and selfless contributions to this team. You have shown us all what it means to be a true teammate, and we are proud to present Dean Coate with this year's Coach's Award. This year's MVP is a player whose talent intelligence, and quiet determination have set him apart as one of the finest to ever represent this program. His soccer IQ is far beyond his years, allowing him to read the game, anticipate plays, and execute at the highest level. His technical ability is second to none, whether it's scoring from tight angles, creating opportunities for his teammates, or navigating through defenders with ease. He has consistently raised the level of our team. This season, he's made history by achieving the most goals and points in a single season, and over the course of his career, he has climbed to second on the all-time scoring list, which is a reflection of his remarkable consistency and dedication to excellence. His ability to deliver in crucial moments has been invaluable. We will truly miss that presence next year. Congratulations on an unforgettable season and career. This year's MVP is Hunter Basile.
All right, congratulations, boys soccer. And just to make sure that when the program is over, we have another media backdrop in the Student Center. We want all the team award winners to go out there and get a group shot. All right, to talk about boys football, head coach Dwayne Priest, his assistant, Coach Derek Rubin.
Good morning, North Cross family. I would like to start off with thanking the school and the players for having me as their head football coach this season. This season was nothing but wonderful. It took time for me and my coaching staff to build that bond with the guys. It was our first year coaching them. But once the bond was built, these 22 to 23 guys worked hard and gave me and my coaches all they had on and off the field. In all the games we played this season, I do not have anything bad to say, as these guys came out each day to get better. With the schedule we played, all I could do was tip my hat to all these guys, as we pushed them hard every day, and they did not give any pushback. To finish 9-2 and runner-up in the state championship, in my book, this season was a success. And to all the players, I want to thank you for believing in me as your head football coach. To the seniors, thanks for all the hard work you guys gave to me and my coaching staff. And we wish you all the best in your journeys after North Cross. And know you are welcome to come back to practice and games at any time. Once a Raider, always a Raider. To finish up, I would like to thank all the staff and other coaches from the different sports that supported us during this wonderful season. And to my wonderful parents, words can't explain how much you all played in this season, making sure the guys had everything they needed for home and away games. It was a pleasure being y'all head coach this year. Go Raiders.
All right, football, here we go. Starting with the youngest. And just so you all know, we don't have the all-state accolades just yet, okay? I know they're coming. There will be many. Conley Sereno. Cam DeMoss. Davin Reed. Carter Reel. And if someone wants to get Messiah Smalls. Wynn Yardley. Josiah Hines. Jonas Kegel Wallner. Trace Pickard. Walker Reel, Kavari Brown, Jazeel Hart, captain. Nate Hayes, Tristan Lang, Win, Blake Pearson, Jace Rhodes, captain. Nate Bonds, Chris Carter, Sander Frogner, captain. Brock Miles, captain. And Daniel Skoog. And film manager Sebastian Miller.
We did 2 MVP awards for football this year. I have 2 coaches awards, but they would not get passed out during this ceremony. I would give it to them during our dinner. But for the offensive MVP, if you came to the games, you seen what type of impact he made when he was out there. So the offensive MVP is Zeal Hart. And for the defensive MVP, this guy was our leader and coach on the field. Him and Coach Derek Rubin believed in him, gave him the calls to call during the games, and our defensive MVP will go to Jace Rose. And for the Coaches Awards, I will let y'all guys know when we get something put together, because I have a few more awards to give out. Thank you.
As you can tell, we've had an amazing fall season. As you leave and start your morning, please remember that we hope to see you all at the athletic contest supporting your fellow student athletes. This concludes our ceremony, and go Raiders. Remember, if you won a team award, please go to the backdrop out there in the lobby. Thank you.
And is Carter going to get the
Yep,
pick?
yep.